That was a good old-fashioned Big East grinded-out basketball game. I have a ton of respect for Coach Cooley and the Providence program. Ever since we've joined the Big East, I've always regarded them as the toughest, most physical team in our league. And our guys knew that kind of coming into tonight, that we had to really meet that challenge on the glass. Taking care of the ball as well, which I thought we did a good job. We only had 8 turnovers in the game. We out-rebounded them by 1. They're the number 1 offensive rebounding team in our league. But I thought our guys really competed. I thought we got hit with some adversity throughout the game, whether they went on a 10-0 run there during that first half stretch. I thought other than about those 2.5 minutes, I thought we really defended the entire game other than those 2 minutes during that stretch. Tyreek Jones, again, 18 rebounds again. What can you say? He's been phenomenal. He's been on an incredible tear here lately. He's rebounding the ball as well as anybody in the entire country, and it really changes our team around the rim defensively and on the glass just with his toughness. So really glad we're able to get that win. It's going to be a quality win for us moving forward, but like I said, we're going to have another big contest coming up here on Wednesday.
This is the first game this year, I believe, the team has trailed at the half and then come back and won. What does that say about the team at this point in the season against a good team to be able to do that?
Yeah, we could handle a little adversity. You think about the last 2 games, Shannon, against Seton Hall and DePaul, we got off to such big starts, right? And we got up early a little bit against Providence. It was such a long first war, what we call it. There was no, I think it was about, 12 minutes or actually less than that maybe in the game. But, we got faced with a lot of adversity tonight. And there was 11 maybe either tie or changing the leads throughout the game. I thought our guys responded, and again, I thought I could hear our guys' voices in the huddles, could hear our guys' voices on the floor as well defensively, even when things weren't going well for us on the offensive end, which will put us in good position to win games. So really proud of our guys.
Tyreek said that the theme "Unbreakable" is something he came up with, and he didn't really want to share too many details, but he said he sent a text out to the team after the Marquette loss. Were you privy to that text, and what was his message to the team?
Yeah, he wanted to talk, again, he came up with it, so it makes it that much more powerful, right, for our team, and because something that they really, really, really believe in. And, again, our team's been through a lot, and you can't get too high or too low in this league. It's next game mentality. And we got to stick together through thick and thin.
You guys trailed 50-47, I think, with 8:59 left. Outscored them 17-8 over the final 9 minutes. What did you see from your defense there late in that game that stood out to you?
Nate Watson, first off, is a tremendous player, right, for Providence. I thought he had our number there for a while. I thought Tyreek tried to make his catch as tough as possible. I thought we were tighter defensively, and I've been saying that. Seton Hall we were, DePaul we were. I thought tonight we were, in general, especially down the stretch, we kept our defense really tight, allowed us to stay in the play on a lot of drives and use our size and length just to make it a difficult shot. Can't give up layups and wide open rhythm threes. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that, and then limit them to one shot.
There were also some pretty key plays down the stretch. I asked Paul in here before. I think it was around that time when you guys were trailing with 9 minutes left. I think Jason got a steal or a rebound. He kicked it to Paul, and Paul came down and kind of pulled up in transition. Yep. What did you think of that shot kind of when it left his hand? Were you happy with that?
I think we were up by 3 maybe, or no. I think at that point, I can't, or 2. I knew we were up by a couple points, but the run, you could tell the momentum had shifted. It was a big point in the game, right? And I thought Paul had a pretty good look. I'll be honest, I thought the kid kept on backing up, and he was in rhythm, and he let it fly. So, again, we got confidence in Paul. He's a good shooter.
There were also 2 other really big moments. I thought one of them was Jason Carter had that steal on a Nate Watson entry pass. I think it might have been a 3-point game with 2 minutes to go. And then the other one that really stood out was, I think, 1:20 left, and Kiki goes right at the Khalif Young dude and draws a foul and goes to the line and knocks down. I was wondering if those 2 plays stood out to you and what you think about those in particular.
Yeah, I thought they were big. Jason, he does a lot for us defensively. He understands our system. He can move. He's versatile. He can guard inside, outside. He sees things happen. He's been grading out as our best defender on our team within our system, probably over the last 5 games. So he's been doing a great job. And then Kiki, he's aggressive. I think you can see he's getting a little more comfortable out there with the ball, with driving the ball as well. And he's a guy that can really make free throws. And he's got to get to the line. He's got to find a way to get to the line, create contact on drives. And that was a big-time play for us.
How are you able to withstand their pressure with their press? And it's a team that I think they average about 8 steals a game, and yet
Yeah.
you guys had 8 turnovers for the entire game.
Yeah, they pressed us a lot tonight, even probably more than they normally do. They'll press some, but they switch defenses constantly. They'll go to zone, and their zone's very extended, right? It's not like a tight, compact zone, and they create a lot of steals in their zone, and man playing passing lanes, they're very handsy. I thought our guys were strong with the ball for the most part, looked before they pass, and then our press offense was better. It wasn't exactly where we wanted it to be, but it was better as far as giving us our outlets of being sideline, middle, crack back, and then looking forward, not just always looking backward. We got to be aggressive in our press offense.
You got a couple of big defensive plays from Kiki today. Hit the ground for a steal, 1 point, got a block shot.
Yeah.
Can you kind of talk about his growth on the defensive side of the ball since most of his attention's on offense?
I would tell you that play for when he dove on the ball, man, that was a huge moment for him. Because it could have went either way, right? I mean, it was a loose ball. It's 50-50 ball. It's right there. It's on the ground. And he dove on it. He didn't even think about it. Just dove on it. And that tells me his mind's in the right spot, in the right place. And he's starting to get it. Then, like you said, the block, he gave up the offensive rebound on that play. He's got to block out, but he did make a big-time winning play with the block, and he's getting better. Like I said, he didn't play in the non-conference, and again, wasn't able to practice. I mean, that's even probably more important, right? During that time, where he sat out a little bit over a month. So he's learning. He's constantly learning, and he's getting better and better and better. And like I say, he's getting more comfortable out there on the floor.
This was kind of one of your most even scoring games from your team today. How big is that for your team when you have multiple guys that are able to score in the way they were tonight?
Huge. I think our guys in general are doing what the game's telling them to do, trying to make the right plays. Guy helps in, you kick it out. Guy helps up, you drop it off to the big. Same thing with our big guys. They catch it in the post or they get a drop off. You got 2 guys on them, that means somebody's open, right? It's no more complicated than that with basketball. And I think our ball's moving a lot better over the last couple games, and it's got to continue to do that.
I thought tonight it looked like you could tell maybe more than usual how much you personally wanted this win. I thought, you do tend to show some emotion over there, but I thought tonight you were pretty fired up. And I was wondering what's going through your head in a game like this when you are that emotional and it's that evident that you want this game that bad.
Yeah, I want it for our guys and for all our former players. Obviously, we were able to honor the first Sweet 16 team here at Xavier's history tonight. And we play and we work for those guys, right? All the former players, all the former coaches that came before us. And, we want to make this place proud. And I know our guys got that burning desire as well, to leave it all out there. 40 minutes, no regrets. We needed this game, and we got it. And it's our crowd tonight was incredible. I mean, it was about as loud, probably the loudest it's been all year in Centos, and we needed that. And we needed the crowd to even cheer on Tyreek a little bit with the free throws, give him a little confidence, right? So, which I got all the confidence in the world with Tyreek on that. But we appreciate all their support and energy that they brought to Centos tonight.
Was that the best game rotation-wise, 1 through 8, that you've had this year, or hear it?
It was odd, Andy, because weren't able to kind of do our substitution patterns that we've been doing in the DePaul and Seton Hall game because there was no dead balls there for the first 9 minutes of the game, and it kind of threw us out of a loop in the first half. I thought a little bit, but I thought we got positive contributions from everybody that entered the game. Again, you look at even like Zach. We haven't talked about Fremantle. I mean, Fremantle had some big buckets, man. I mean, man, he really did. I told him he's got to learn how to guard Nate Watson. Not many people can guard Nate Watson one-on-one in our league, but he made some great plays. Everybody made some good plays, and Q had a big-time drive in the first half through contact. Was able to finish it. You can go through each guy and you think of that one or 2 plays. It was like, man, that makes a difference in the game.
What about Bryce Moore on Diallo? He was man up on him for quite a bit.
Yeah, I thought, Bryce, obviously, Alpha had the advantage in size, right? He's about 6'6", but Bryce is a warrior. He's tough. He's competitive. And Diallo's an all-conference player. I mean, he's a tremendous player. He can drive it and rebound it and post it amongst the best in our league. So I thought Bryce really, really positively helped our team tonight.
But Carter was plus 13. He's your best plus, and I mean, he just made a lot of really impactful plays there.
Yeah, again, you're going to look at the stat sheet now. You know how many points checks. I don't pay attention to points. He had 4 points, but he just makes so many winning plays, man. Whether it's a big steal, a timely rebound, he's in the right spot defensively. He does our system. He does it to his absolute best, and that's why he's a positive out there. Thank you, guys.